Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. In the previous videos we discussed about how to determine how the variation of molar conductivity takes place with increase in dilution or with increase in concentration, right? So now, using the Kohlrausch law which we explained in the previous video, we are going to solve to calculate the dissociation constant, and also we need to calculate the limiting molar conductivity of weak electrolyte and strong electrolytes. Now let us start with the problems. For the first problem over here, it says we need to calculate the limiting molar limiting molar conductivity of electrolytes calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate. Okay, they are asking us to calculate the limiting molar conductivity of electrolytes calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate if the limiting molar conductivity of the electrolytes ions Cl minus, A2 plus, Mg2 plus and SO4 2 minus is 76.3, 119.0, 106.0, 160.0 Simon centimeter square per mole respectively. Okay, since in the previous video we learned that in case of strong electrolytes, the limiting molar conductivity of the electrolytes will be nothing but the limiting molar conductivity sum of limiting molar conductivity of each of the cations and anions present in it. So for that particular compound, let us use the solution. So the equation for to calculate the limiting molar conductivity is lambda m naught of an equation or a electrolyte is equal to V plus into lambda plus naught plus of V minus lambda minus naught, where V plus and V minus are the charge values. Now, for first one, to calculate calcium chloride, CaCl2, we have lambda m naught of calcium chloride, CaCl2, equal to, so number of charges of calcium is 1. So we are using one calcium atom. Okay, we are using one calcium atom. So if you consider over here, this is a type of electrolyte, that is 1:2 type. So we discussed about the types of strong electrolytes, right? If you take NaCl, that is 1:1 type of electrolyte. If you take MgS4, that is 1:1 type of electrolyte, or you can also take it as a 2:2 type of electrolyte. So now here CaCl2 is 1:2 type of electrolyte. So therefore, lambda of CaCl2 is equal to 1 into lambda naught, 1 into lambda plus naught of Ca2 plus of 2 into lambda minus naught of Cl minus ions. Since we are using 2 Cl ions, we need to consider 2 values of Cl minus. So the values will be 1 into lambda plus naught of Ca2 plus is 119.0 plus of 2 into 76.3. 76.3, that is equal to 119.0 plus 152.6, which is equal to 6.1172, 271.6 Simon centimeter square per mole. So the limiting molar conductivity of calcium chloride is 271.6 Simon centimeter square per mole. Next, for the value of second one, that is MgSO4. So in this particular case, we are using two same equal charges of ions. Therefore, lambda m naught of MgSO4 equal to lambda plus naught of Mg2 plus of lambda minus naught of SO4 2 minus. So that is equals to, so this is 106.0 plus 160, that is equal to 266 Simon centimeter square per mole. So this is the limiting molar conductivity of MgSO4 electrolyte, and this is the limiting molar conductivity of CaCl2 electrolyte. So this is how you calculate the limiting molar conductivity of electrolytes if you know the limiting molar conductivity of each cations and anions forming that particular electrolyte. Next, we'll solve the second type of problem, that is, which is written on the right hand side of the board. So which says that calculate the molar conductivity and dissociation constant. So the question says that we need to calculate molar conductivity and the dissociation constant of an electrolyte, acetic acid. So we know that acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. So we need to calculate the molar conductivity and dissociation constant of acetic acid whose concentration is 0.00241 molar, and if its lambda naught is 390.5 Simon centimeter square per mole and its conductivity which is given is 7.896 into 10 power minus 5 Simon per meter. Let us write down the given data. So they have given that kappa K is equal to value of kappa. They have given the value of kappa, that is the conductivity, which is equals to 7.896 into 10 to the power minus 5 Simon per centimeter. Next, they have given us the lambda m naught value, which is equal to 390.5 Simon centimeter square per mole. Now they have asked us to calculate lambda m value and also dissociation constant value. So if you have to find out the dissociation constant value, you need to know the value of degree of dissociation also, right? For first, let us write to calculate the molar conductivity. We know that lambda m is equal to kappa into 1000 centimeter cubes per liter divided by molarity. So whenever you have to calculate the molar conductivity, you need to take the volume in terms of molarity. So therefore, kappa is 7.896 into 10 power minus 5 into 10 power 3, that is 1000, which I have written as 10 power 3, divided by the concentration. We have written the concentration. C is equal to 0.00241 molar. Okay, so let us write down that 0.00241. So on calculating this particular all the terms, we get the value 32.76 Simon centimeter square per mole. So what happens here is, if you move the decimal points from left to the 2 points on the right, it becomes 0.241 into 10 power minus 2. So that power 10 power minus 2 going to the numerator, it becomes 10 power 5. So 10 power minus 5 and 10 power minus 3 and 2 becomes minus 5, which get cancelled. So the answer will be 35.76 Simon centimeter square per mole. Next is, we need to calculate the value of alpha. So alpha is equal to, so lambda m divided by lambda m naught, which is equal to 32.76 divided by lambda m naught is 390. Okay, so this is the values of lambda m and lambda m naught, which on dividing you get the value 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. So you get the value 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. So that is the value of alpha, degree of dissociation. So substitute the value of alpha in the equation of dissociation constant, which gives C into alpha divided by E into alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha. Now the real point over here is, you can either want to write, if you want, you can write it as 8.4 into 10 power minus 2, or you can write it as 0.08 as its original value. Okay, so now I'm going to write it over here. So that will be equal to 0.0 concentration, that is 0.00241 into square of 0.084 whole divided by 1 minus 0.084. So substituting all these values and calculating, you get the answer 1.86 10 to the power minus 5. 1.86 into 10 to the power minus 5. That is the value of dissociation constant. Okay, so it is the value of the dissociation constant. So this is how you calculate the molar conductivity delta M and the dissociation constant of the equation. Next, we'll solve two more problems regarding the same. Now, the next problem, so which says that calculate the molar conductivity and degree of dissociation of 0.00122 molar ammonium hydroxide solution if conductivity of the solution is 5.95 into 10 power minus 5 Simon per centimeter and its limiting molar conductivity is 271 Simon centimeter square per mole. Same problem which we had did earlier for the acetic acid solution. Now for this, let us write in the given data. So they have given us the kappa value. So the kappa value is 5.92 into 10 power minus 5 Simon per centimeter. The value of lambda m naught, which is equal to 271 Simon centimeter square per mole, and the concentration C is equal to 0.00122 molar. Okay, so they have asked us to calculate the value of lambda m, the value of the dissociation constant. Okay. Now let us start with calculating lambda m. Lambda m is equal to kappa into 1000 divided by molarity. So that is equal to 5.92 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 10 to the power 3 whole divided by 0.00122, which is equal to 48.52. That is equal to 48.52 Simon centimeter square per mole. Okay, so that is equals to 48.52 Simon centimeter square per mole. Next we'll find out the value of alpha, that is lambda m divided by lambda m naught, which is equals to 48.522 divided by 271.0, which gives us the value 1.76. Sorry, 17.9 into 10 power minus 2. The value of this calculation is 17.9 into 10 power minus 2, or you can also write this as 0.0179. 0.0179. So this is the value. Next, you need to calculate the value of K. Ka is equal to C into alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha, which is equal to 0.00122 into 0.0179 the whole square divided by 1 minus 0.0179, which on calculation gives us the degree of dissociation value being 4.76 into 10 power minus 5. So this is the value of degree of dissociation constant of 0.00122 molar sodium ammonium hydroxide solution. Okay, so this is how about the calculation. Next, I am going to leave away this as your homework. So this particular question says you need to calculate the lambda m naught of HAC if lambda m naught of NaCl, NaAC and HCl, that is 126.4, 91.0 and 425.9. Okay, so now how to calculate that is I'm just going to explain in simple terms. So what you have to do is we need to split all these particular electrolytes in their ionic form. So NaCl will be equal to lambda of Na plus lambda of Cl, and then NaAC is lambda of Na plus lambda of Ac. Next for HCl is lambda of H and lambda of Cl minus, and for lambda of HAC that will be equal to lambda of H into lambda of AC. Now on splitting all those terms, you know how to calculate that, that is NaCl minus lambda naught of NaCl minus lambda naught of HCl will be equal to lambda naught of NaAC minus lambda naught of HAC. That is for the strong electrolyte equation, which we had described, explained in the previous video, where we said NaCl minus KCl will be equal to lambda naught of NaBr minus KBr, right? Similarly, the same equation, what you are going to do is you are going to take lambda naught of NaCl minus lambda naught of NaAC equal to lambda naught of lambda naught of HCl minus lambda naught of HAC. So you're going to do that, and now thus you're going to calculate the value of HAC. That is a simple calculation, simple mathematics. So I hope you have understood these problems which I have explained. If you have any doubt regarding the problem, or if you have doubt regarding that particular problem which I explained, I'll explain that video particular problem in the next class. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends.